I was going to make some meaning, and as a traditional story, is kind of a biopsy for a particular people in Nigeria, and I approach it with that aim to achieving the objectives the producers have set.
Yes, sir. So what are the challenges you face during the course? Instead, you're talking about that you went as early as 3 a.m., 4 a.m. volunteer. So what other challenges do you face?
Well, I think the greatest challenge was when I asked the producer to let me have the full character of the Ataobi Gala, to let me know his mannerisms, whether there's a way he talks, whether there's a way if he's angry, does he show it? Like, in the course of the movie, I found out that when you have an Oba or the Sultan, if he wants to get up from his chair, they will go to cover him. So I found out there was a tradition like that too, which meant he had mannerisms, there were some cultural approaches. And these were the things I needed to learn on the job, and also to learn some little way of saying Ire, Gawa, Ido, and so on.
Yeah.
So that you can bring yourself closer to the people who are going to watch. Because one of the greatest challenges you can have is for the people who gathered here tonight to say, he wasn't speaking like us. This is not the way Ata behaves. This is not the way our people talk. So such mannerisms come into picture when you are to play such roles as this. So that's the challenge we need to. Aside working late into the night, which we as Nollywood practitioners have become accustomed to, and God in His mercy has protected us, working late. But we don't take it primarily that is good to work outside the God-given hours. We need to also implore producers to do the best they can so that we can shoot in villages, film villages where we are secured, not shooting in open villages without security and so on. The incidences of people being attacked by herdsmen and so on is a story we hear these days. After people are going back to their hotels by 1 a.m., you see people run from the bushes and ambush them and collect their phones. I think movie producers should do more to ensure that we shoot in very secure places.
So, how much do you see Hollywood produces this kind of movies that will show our culture? Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, Bini.
Are you talking about Hollywood or Nollywood?
Sorry, Nollywood. Nollywood.
Oh, sure. I'll be sure. It's something we pray for every day, that we will come to the realization that our culture, our tradition is what makes us who we are. Our language, our food, our fashion is what makes us who we are. The more we produce movies as this, the more we compete favorably without the kissing, the speaking with intonation as if you're an American and so on. This is our strength. What we have shown this night is the strength of the Gala people. And every Gala man, everyone in the world, will be proud of it.
What are your experiences working in the past and throughout this production?
Well, I'm an old dog. The experiences are not what they all look up to you. So when they all look up to you, that means you must be like Caesar's wife, above board. Even when you're angry with things on set, you don't show it. So there are people who want to see and learn from you. There are people who, in the next 10 years, are going to say, I work with this man on this set. What I learned is what I'm using today, after 10 years. Yes. So must be wary of that.
Yes. So what would you say is the importance of social media when it comes to Nollywood?
No, I can't, it will take me the next 3 days to talk about the social media too. I mean, it's crystal clear, so you don't start talking about social media. Well, social media is too important to be yeah.
To summarize,
yeah, you cannot. Please, let's focus on this movie.
Right, so
last question, please.
Yes, on the set, which scene or part of the story, is most memorable for you?
When they told, kings are protected when they have unholy conduct.
Yes.
That, what I call a rape scene, on when the king went to sleep with a very challenging one for me. But I was thinking of how I was going to do that. That will appear sensible to everybody
Right.
who has come to watch, and it came out well. So kudos to Akwil and Jama. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And I have one of the esteemed cast of this great movie right here with me. Can we meet you?
My name is Ajani Goinik Bisimion. They call me Siga. I'm an actor, like you all know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What role did you play in the movie?
I'm the princess, daughter of the Ata of Igala.
All right. Awesome. So on set, what scene was most memorable for you?
The last scene in the movie, that's the closing scene, where there was the coronation of the new Ata.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my favorite scene, and most memorable because of the time we shot that scene. That scene was practically shot at about 3 a.m. thereabout. Yeah, so I can never forget that day.
Awesome, awesome. So when someone, either Igala or someone who is non-Igala, sees the movie, what's the message you want them to take from it?
Humility, because I mean, everything that happened in the movie could have been avoided if the king was humble.
Yes.
So whether you're Igala or non-Igala, I mean, as a human being, we all need to be humble. So humility is a lesson, take-home lesson for everyone in the film. Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so in a few quick words, what's next for Ajanigo?
Well, doing what I know how to do best, which is this. This is practically like my calling. I'm a minister in this field.
Ministering well.
Yeah, so more projects, bigger screens.
All right.
Yeah.
And we wish you continue aging backwards.
Yeah, that's the idea.
I have another esteemed member of cast right here with me from this great movie. Can we meet you?
Hi, my name is Great Agada. I played the character Ile in the movie OHIOMA.
Okay. All right. So, what is your experience with the cast and crew of this movie throughout?
Well, it was a wonderful, wonderful experience, and I'm excited seeing what we created. I think it's really, really good, and I want everyone to see it because I'm proud of what we did.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. So, on set, throughout your production, what scene or situation was most memorable for you?
Do you want to go there?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's dig right in.
I don't think I have shared this on camera before, so
Okay.
let me share it. So on the last day of this production, I finished very, very late. I finished in the morning around 3:20.
Okay.
Yes, 3:20 in the morning. I left the production, going back to Asaba. I mean, the location where we shot. I left the village, going back to Asaba. So
Wow.
we were attacked on the road.
Oh my.
Yes, they mounted roadblocks for us, and the car had to stop. Thankfully, nothing happened to me and my friends and the driver, but I can't forget that day because I had a gun pointed to my head, and thank God.
Thank God.
So
Okay.
that's not an experience you forget in a hurry. But I
Okay.
thank God. Seeing what we did here today, I'm super elated, and
Okay.
I'm happy. I'm proud. Yes.
That's awesome. All right. So when someone sees this movie, what's the message you want them to get from it?
Good always prevail over evil. Yes. So the message was passed in a very genuine way, in a very traditional, and you can see that the movie was colorful.
Yeah.
So
Very
you remember the color, remember the culture, the tradition, even the dance, everything. So yeah,
Okay. All right. So what's next for Great Agada?
big things.
Right.
Yes.
On to the next screen.
On to the next bigger projects. Yes.
All right. Have a great night.
Thank you very much. You are
The professor.
Professor.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
All right.
I have one of our esteemed member of the crew here with me on the carpet. Hello, sir. Can we meet you?
Yeah, thank you. My name is Dr. Odiba Nefola.
Okay.
Then, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. What role did you play in the movie?
I'm one of the investors
Okay.
and at the same time the project manager for
Right.
this movie, OHIOMA.
Excellent. So I wanted to ask, what inspired you to jump on this project and make it work?
Yeah, it's basically the potentials of the young man, Thompson Makono. I watched one of his premiere about a year and a half. So while I was watching it, all my mind was, how can this guy be helped so that his name can be able to come out? He's got the potentials to get to the national and international level. So and based on that, we formed a team
Right.
so that we'll be able to raise funds. But we were not successful on that. Then I now turned it into an investment.
Right.
Then we pulled about 2 other guys that have similar interests. And it's 3 of us and one of his friends, Captain AK. So it's 4 of us basically that funded this project.
Wow, that's excellent. Great story of support you shared. So looking at the finished work today, how would you rate the performance of the team?
But to a large degree, it's quite successful. I know sometimes you can't rate yourself, but then look at even the turnout and where we come from for us to have this crowd and the quality of people as well that turned out. For me, it's a successful one.
Okay. All right. So looking ahead, looking forward, are we looking forward to more projects between you and the crew?
Of course, we are starting another one immediately.
Right.
No, it can't just stop. No, not at all.
Right,
not at all.
The reward for good work is more work.
Definitely. Thank you
so much, sir, for your time. All right, thank you so much. I have one of our very esteemed guests right here with me on the carpet. Can we meet you, sir?
My name is Sunday Atabo.
Okay.
People call me my gala.
Okay, excellent. Looking at the movie, what was your expectations of the movie, and I haven't seen it. Was it met, or what do you have to say about it?
For me, what I was looking up to is the projects that will put Igala, that will put Kogi State, that will put the confluence state, the states that border 10 states. The state that is the confluence, that is the gateway to federal FCT.
Yes.
So my expectation is a project that will put us on the map. That's my big expectation. But when I went in, what I saw is beyond my expectation.
Right.
I think the star and crew did a wonderful job.
Okay.
I love the concepts, I love the idea, I love the costume, I love the innovation. I love the creativity.
Wow.
I love the picture quality and wonderful sound. I love the coordination in totality, and the casting is all check for me.
All in check.
Yes.
That's excellent. Looking at the movie now, is there a scene that stood out for you? Something that resonates with you? You would even recall it in days and weeks and months to come.
Yes, for me, I love that educative part of any project. For Igala people, 99% of our women don't even know how to greet attack. And all the saying, anytime I hear Amideju, I feel fulfilled, I feel happy, I'm happy, I feel okay for me that yes, this is educative and this is entertaining at the same time.
Right.
And this is what we need for the time, for the season.
Awesome.
And I'm very sure that we'll get more and more from Thompson Makolo Jr.
Okay, last question. Looking at the movie, and you've seen it, you like what you see, you like the production. But for a neutral person seeing the movie, what message do you want them to take from the story?
Yes, one, that a message is passed already, and it's a big story of a kingdom, of a tribe that have been existing for the past 700 years. A kingdom that there was a time that Nigeria was addressed as Igala country. In the archive, if you go through the archives of Queen Elizabeth, you'll see from the archives, what you see there, you'll not see the name Nigeria in the archives, in the record. What you see there is Igala country.
Wow.
And that we have this to show that we have people that is full of passion. People have energy, and the story again, there is a lot of how will I put it, sacrifice for someone to say yes, I will go, even when they say no, even when 5-6 men are around him and he wants to fight to protect the kingdom, the daughter of Agabaidu. So I think that is that wonderful message for me.
Thank you so much for your time with us tonight. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, I have one of the most special guests as far as this project is concerned. And as you can see, an Aquila Njama film, but I'll let him introduce himself to us.
You just said it. All right, guys. My name is Aquila Njama, a filmmaker, a director, and OHIOMA is my newborn, my recent job. And that's why we're here on the red carpet.
All right, here. All right. So, of course, you have been, associated with excellence, throughout your career. I want you to tell us about the experience, producing OHIOMA and the whole process.
OHIOMA, it was pretty tedious, doing this movie because I was filming in a terrain I was not particularly familiar with, and to save cost, budget and schedule, we needed to stretch, shoot filming into the night. So most times we would do it. We were filming till like 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 6 a.m.
Wow.
Then of course we needed to round off with KOK's schedule because he had an ongoing project in Lagos. So we needed to, which is the one reason he really agreed to work those late nights. And it was like filming two different kingdoms at the same time.
Right.
Two different ideologies, two different costumes. Here, there, in same location. It was tedious. It was tedious, and as you can tell, it's a lengthy movie. We're talking about it 2 hours, almost 2 hours 30 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah. So it was really challenging.
Okay. So talking about how tedious and challenging it was, which scene in particular stretched your team to the limit?
I think we had more than one, and if you put them on a scale, it will be difficult for you to say this did more than this.
Right.
There was the hanging scene.
Yes.
We were trying to hang that guy was difficult, and just when you hang him and you take the floor off, or the platform that he stands on off, he starts feeling this pain. The branch was not particularly too strong, and we were losing night. We're not even losing daylight. It was almost morning, and it was supposed to be a night scene.
Yes.
So we needed to film before it was like 7.
Before it was bright.
It was bright. That was one. Getting someone to drown was another one. But in all, I see, aside from just dialogue-based scenes, we would make sure that we go through continuity process and make sure it was generally everything, even the dummy that was designed, the dummy, the human dummy that was designed. We couldn't. One of my my assistant DP, because my DP was managing the camera, he didn't get the shot I wanted, and we had only one dummy. You understand, and you're setting it ablaze. So if you don't get it with at least two cameras, you lose it. Feel the challenges. But in all, I'm glad that people are coming out smiling, and I was in the audience and I saw the reaction. That's when you get to know you have a good movie. Just listening to reactions of people.
Yes, excellent. All right. So, talking to a neutral person, what message do you think they should take from the story?
If we're talking about the story per se, that's based on the script and what we have filmed, it's simple. A word is enough. A word is not enough for the wise. You understand? The king was advised, and he refused to do. Like when you're a kid, and there are times they don't even tell you not to touch the candle, but once you touch it, you feel it. It sticks. You won't go back there again. So that experience. I think experience, that they say, is the best teacher. To me, experience is the worst teacher actually, because it teaches you no lesson. You just have to learn by yourself.
You have to learn by yourself.
So when I use the candle illustration, something avoidable. Not all that glitter is gold. That candle is shining, but it's not gold. It will burn you. So that's basically the story I think people take away from this movie.
All right. So in a few short words, what's next for Aquila and Jama?
Okay, now I can't really say that on air. I can't really say that on air.
Okay.
But then just expect something big and bigger.
All right.
Yeah, we're back.
Excellent.
We're back.
Looking out for it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Pleasure so much.